chapalawellness.com.
Hello, welcome to chapalawellness.com. We're here today with Ted Shaw, the founder of Boundless Achievements. Hello, Ted, how are you?
Terrific, but I'm getting better.
Ted, can you tell us about yourself and your business, please?
Wow. Well, myself, in short, I'm many things to many people. I've had a lot of experiences in life, and currently I teach others I'm a firewalker. I walk on fire, master firewalking instructor. I teach people to walk on fire. I teach others who teach others to walk on fire. And you might wonder why I would do that. And the reason I do that is to help people open their minds up, open up their understanding of their own personal power that will give them the ability to achieve things that they think are impossible. And firewalking is one of those things. That common belief among people that have not done it before is that fire burns and it's impossible to walk across fire barefooted without getting burned. And when I help them to see a different way of looking at things, that opens up all kinds of channels inside them and makes them start questioning other things that have limited their achievements.
And this isn't the only thing you do. I mean, you're involved with intuitive art services. What does that entail?
Those are aura portraits. I was actually given this gift during a coma. And in this coma, in this place, wherever I was painting. I was standing in front of an easel, and my arm was just animated, and it was just putting abstract splotches of color in circles, and I was handing them to people, and just handing them out to people, and people were getting clarity about decisions they were facing. They were getting spiritual uplifts. Amputees were growing their arms back, but anything happens in dreams, and so when I finished that dream and all that information was downloaded to me, most of which I didn't understand at the time, when I got back with my fire tribe and telling them the experience, I was encouraged to pursue that. And I was not open to that at all, having been raised in the Bible Belt in the U.S. Intuitive stuff and all that was just not on my program. But I pursued it. I got a booth at a holistic fair, set up just like in the dream, started doing it. Couldn't paint for everybody that showed up that day. I would paint, and then I would tell them about the colors and what they meant, and it would open up things to them, maybe things that were in their way or not. Well, the event closed with people lined up. I couldn't paint for everybody that day. I went home, and in my arrogance at that time, called out to the universe saying, "Hey, look, if this is really from source, here's the deal. I'm just going to show up. You're going to have to do the rest of it." And that's what I did. I just showed up. They did the rest of it. People showed up. I painted. I interpreted their colors. Next thing you know, the whole holistic community in Houston knew me. And within short order, I had these things, aura portraits in several states in the U.S. In just a few years, I had them in 8 countries on 4 continents. And all of that was with no advertising. Everything was from source. I just did my part. I showed up. I did exactly what I was instructed to do in the dream, and the rest is history. And I've painted for thousands of people. Everyday homemakers, workers, politicians. I was even commissioned to do one for ex-President Obama's half-sister. Again, no advertising, all word of mouth.
Now, did this lead to the intentional mandalas as well?
Very good question, and yes, it does. In that dream, as I was painting, these little urns, to me, they looked like the Egyptian urns with 2 handles on them. They were just coming out of the artwork, and they were going through my eyeballs, and they were being stacked on shelves in the back of my mind, which I thought was kind of weird, but it was a dream. What I didn't know at the time was there was more information being given to me that would be revealed should I choose to take up this process. One of the things that came out of that was intentional mandalas. Throughout history, certain people have shown up that have a more clear connection with source, and those people would be set aside and they were supported by the community, and their sole purpose became that of keeping that connection clean and clear. So if an individual or a community needed guidance, they could come to this medicine man, medicine woman, priest, or whatever, and get that information. And sometimes they would use mandalas in order to create that portal, that connection to that knowledge. So I've combined that with this knowledge that I was given. I've combined that ancient technique with a more modern version of it, where I sit with a person and I get them to tell me what is their vision for change. I want to see them surrounded by all the circumstances that they want to experience. The more they talk about it, the more their energy field begins to lighten up and brighten up. And when it gets to that really a certain point, that's what I capture in an array of color, and I give it to them. They make reproductions of it, put it in their life on the computer, wherever. And what this does, it communicates to their subconscious mind. It bypasses the logical, critical part of our mind and goes straight to the subconscious mind and reinforces this vision that they have for their future. And in doing so, the subconscious mind puts into practice all of its sources and resources to begin to, I hesitate to say bend or manipulate reality, but to bring in and attract those elements, people, possibilities, in order for them to move into that vision for their future.
And of these connections and skills back to source that you've developed, does this come into part and parcel of what you do with hypnotherapy and coaching as well?
Yes, it does. A lot of it does. Again, in hypnosis and hypnotherapy and that sort of work, I'm communicating with the subconscious mind. The whole idea with hypnosis is to help a person go into that state of mind where they are more open to making changes, more open to suggestions and things like that. So by bypassing the critical conscious mind and communicating with the subconscious mind, then we can help the person to make changes and be okay with making changes, and those changes being lasting change very naturally. Does that help?
Yeah, absolutely. You're also a writer as well. You wrote a book called The Magic of Wonder.
Correct.
What was that book designed to do, and what kind of content is within that, and what will people get from reading this?
Wow, that's a very good question. That book is a cumulation of
Accumulation,
accumulation of
accumulation, maybe.
well over 20 years of experimenting with plant medicine, with yoga, with different philosophies, reading different philosophical books like the Bhagavad Gita, things like that. And all for me. I mean, I was very selfish in the fact that I just wanted a better set of tools for me to be able to create a better life for me and the people around me. And I condensed all of that with the help of a book coach. I condensed all of that into one, what we call airplane book. It's a book where you can take a short airplane flight, you get on, you get in your seat, you settle down, you open up the book, you start reading it, and by the time you're finished with the book, you're landing at your destination. I wanted, the subtitle is Fun and Easy Self-Improvement, and I wanted it to be that way. I didn't want people to continue to buy into the idea that they needed to go up in the Himalayan mountains and find a guru, or go to this retreat or that retreat and everything to get the stuff that I got. I wanted it to be very simple, very easy, and I apparently achieved that because it's gotten many 5-star reviews from people that are thought leaders in their practice.
Yeah. And have you got an upcoming project as well in regards to another book series?
I sure do. I've got a handbook for entrepreneurs. Most anybody that wants to start any kind of a business should know, would find it helpful to know that they don't have to reinvent the wheel. There's certain things that if they will simply follow this plan, they can create their own roadmap to success, and then they have to just follow the roadmap and get there.
Yeah.
The other book, the one that I'm really more excited about, it's a series. It started out as a single book. It's grown into a series. It's the Cottage Mystery series. And yes, it's a mystery. And it is, the purpose of writing this book is in the part of the world where I live now, and a lot of my clients come to me and they're in the later stages of their life, the autumn time of their life. They're either retired or they're empty nesters, or for one reason or another, they are facing the end of a phase in their life and looking at the next phase in their life. And many don't know what to do, and they just stall out and die shortly thereafter. So my idea behind this book is to get people engaged in an intriguing series of mysteries. And as this couple, a retired couple, moves through to the discovering of the mysteries and the encountering of the different personalities they run into, there will be lessons given in their adventures that people hopefully will be able to apply to their situation and realize that retirement, empty nesters, and that sort of thing is not the end of life. It doesn't have to be the end of life.
Yeah.
Hopefully they will get some encouragement out of the book.
Absolutely. Now, Boundless Achievements is promoting itself as a hub for growth within people. It's something that people can come and see you, work with you in many different ways.
Yeah.
But how is it structured to support the different paths of personal growth for people?
Could you repeat that question?
Yeah, I'm saying how is Boundless Achievement structured to support these different paths for people? What are going to be the key things that people are going to take away from what you do, and what is going to bring people to you? What do you see people wanting from what you do?
People are stuck. So many people come to me but simply because they're stuck.
Yeah.
They've arrived at a place in their life where either old traumas that have been buried forever are showing up, needing to be validated and dealt with. So the purpose of Boundless Achievements is the umbrella company under which is Silver Lake Hypnosis and Associates, under which is my intuitive artwork, and under which is the firewalking work that I do. I'm a master firewalking instructor, as I mentioned. So they can go to that website and look at our events, find out what's in the event, what their takeaway is, decide whether they want to sign up for it or not, as so with the rest of the modules. So it just depends on where a person is and what they're wanting. Hopefully we have a wide list of menu options that they can pick from, to get what they want to get out of it.
And can people come down here to the beautiful Lake Chapala to work with you on workshops, seminars, retreats, and things like that? Is this something that you're offering for people to come to the area and work with you?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I can do it online as well. I do a lot of work online.
Yeah.
A lot of my coaching work, a lot of my hypnosis work is all done online.
Yeah. And the best way to contact you, Ted, we have your website and information here. We'll put that in with the video. Good. But if somebody wants to find you maybe on any other kind of media platform, is there anywhere that they can find you?
Well, Facebook right now is the main one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can go online with any search engine and look up Ted Shaw Artist, and I'll show up on the first page, and then you can track me down from there.
Fantastic.
Hard for me to hide.
No, I know. And we'll put your contact information in. We'll make sure that people have the links with your bio here on this group.
Appreciate it.
It's been great talking to you, Ted. We look forward to working with you within the community. And many thanks for coming down to talk to us today.
Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, check out my book. I think Amazon's got a special price on it right now.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.